Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Gemini? Thank you so much for being here. I am looking at one oracle deck. We're going to use that for the overall feels for the week next week. Gemini, how you doing? Hope you had a beautiful weekend and a great week. All right, just like that, we've got TikTok. Let's go. We've got to get on it. Universe says, hurry up, Elsie. Let's get this done. So we've got TikTok. Divine timing is showing up here. So what I was going to say, by the way, before we got interrupted, was at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about how to find the extended reading, also about private readings. And thank you for showing up here. If you are someone who always does that, I appreciate you. The thumbs up is how we bring other Geminis running. So if you can afford to give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. And it will just grow this tribe. It will. All right. What's this? We've got soulmates. Things are falling out of the deck. The fates. All right. I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to listen to what's going on. You can see what that says. You don't need to be a tarot reader to see what's going on here. TikTok, something's about to show up here in divine timing, and I feel like it's probably a soulmate. It feels like this is the one that's going to give you stability. The fates are here. You're not expecting it. This is sort of a weird picture, but this person has no eyes, right? Their eyes are covered. And card number 17 is the star. And so it feels like this, she's got stars in her hand. So it does feel like this is going to be a fated meeting with a healed soulmate, and it's going to be happening in divine timing. I feel like this thinking, you're thinking about somebody possibly. Card number 44 is an 8. You're poised. Look at this energy here. The yang is pulling up. Somebody's rolling up, friend. The yang is pushing forward. So yang is card number 1. It's a new cycle. It's the beginning of something with the yang. This is the masculine energy. So it feels like the masculine energy is about to show up here. Poised. Be poised, my friend. Somebody that you've been thinking about. I'm just going to say. Let's just get to the tarot and find out what's going on here. Tell me about Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. We do have card number 30 for TikTok, and it breaks down to a 3, which could be partnership, but also foundation and creativity. It feels like a creative foundation is currently being built by which you can meet some sort of a soulmate. This could be a soulmate friend, of course, right? It could be a soulmate romantic connection, but it's a fated connection nonetheless. All right. We've got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, just when you gave up. It feels like, Gemini, you gave up and said, look, I'm not putting any more work into this. I don't need a soulmate. I'm not putting any more work into this. I think you closed a chapter and said, no, I'm done. It feels like I just don't really want to have to deal with whatever was going on back there anymore. I don't want that to happen again. There's been a major shift in your life. So I don't know if you became single or if you moved or something major has shifted your life here, and you're being shifted into this TikTok energy, which is Wheel of Fortune energy, by the way. So now that you've closed the chapter, the wheel is turning. And the universe is saying, look, something's got to change. Something is going to expand here. And it feels like it might be a soulmate that shows up. Look, we've got the Queen of Cups. I just want to tell you about this soulmate for a moment. It feels like card 41. It feels like stability, and it is the one, is the way I'm reading this today. And honestly, I never read this card that way. But it does feel like with this Queen of Cups that somebody is showing up who's kind, who's sweet, possibly Cancer energy somewhere in the chart. Maybe Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Scorpio here. Maybe it's just taken a really long time, fixed energy, a really long time to get to the chapter, get the chapter to end, or maybe get you to change your mind or change your energy. But it feels like the Queen of Cups is here that tells me somebody really sweet or kind, compassionate and loving is about to show up in your energy here. The fates are here, and transformation is here. You've got all these really cool cards here. It feels as though you've been thinking about someone. I think that you know the person I'm talking about. I don't see anything here that tells me that there's been a relationship that has gone awry. It feels like you've closed a chapter possibly with someone else, Gemini, and now you're on the clock. Tell me why the World card is here. What has changed? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Seven of Wands, and we have the Temperance card. So there's definitely a moment, there's a moment of alchemy at play here with TikTok, which is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, and Temperance, which tells me it's the moment of alchemy for something to change. It feels like you are no longer really walled back, like walled up. It feels like with the Seven of Wands that maybe you'd put up some really tough boundaries, that you weren't letting anything in or out. You were maybe in a little bit of a combative energy. I'm protecting myself, stay away. Feels like with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not interested in moving. And it feels like the World card comes and says, look, it's got to be the end of that chapter because we've got to keep you on track. That's why the Wheel of Fortune shows up. The Wheel of Fortune shows up for change, but also to keep you moving on in the cycle, right? Tell me about soulmates and the Queen of Cups, please. Tell me about this soulmate. So I'm going to say you're going to start feeling a shift of energy for some of you at the beginning of the week, next week. Possibly now or tomorrow. We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Ten of Cups, and we've got the Six of Wands. It does feel like you're ready to have a victory in something that is really happy. Some stable emotional happiness with someone that I feel you may already know. They could be a Leo. There could be Leo energy involved here. The Six of Wands tells me this person is ready to, I hope you're ready to receive a lot of attention, because it feels like this person is going to really give you a lot of attention, emotional attention. This person is going to be doting and kind because that's who the Queen of Cups is. Feminine or masculine, this person is somebody who's very protective, very doting, always wants you to have what you need. This is a very stable energy. They come in with more water than they do fire. But we do have the Six and the Four of Wands here, which indicates that the reason that somebody is showing up is because you've decided to disarm yourself. You decided to stop carrying around the things that weren't yours. And with the Seven of Wands here, I think you were pretty walled off for a while, that you were sort of protecting yourself, telling people with your energy, telling them to stay away. I feel like the soulmate is showing up because you're ready. You're ready for attention. You're ready for success and victory. But I feel like you've been through a really hard cycle in your life, because the Six of Wands is also about coming back from the fight or coming back from the war. So a dark cycle has come to an end here. And you're going to be presented with the Ten of Cups, but I want to say I don't know if you're really going to believe it until you see it, because the King of Swords is here. It's like you're still in your head over heart energy, and somebody's going to show up who's heart over head. And so maybe you might not see it the first time it comes by, or maybe this person has already been by. Maybe you already know them, which I think you do because you're thinking about them, and that's why they're showing up. But it feels like the last time that they were in your energy, I don't think you were ready, because you were in the Seven of Wands here, trying to ward off evil spirits. We've got the Fates. So the Fates here is like transformation is here. You have changed. You're not the same person that you were back there, Gemini. Feels like you have changed. The Seven of Swords is here. The Seven of Cups is here. And the Two of Swords is here. So making really tough emotional decisions, I feel, has brought you to a place of transformation. I really think that you realized that you were lying to yourself, that you didn't want anyone or weren't interested in a relationship. And if you're not, that's okay. This isn't your reading then, because I'm talking to someone who's coming together with someone who's fated. Like, it feels like you know this person. This is a fated meeting, which means it could be a bump in at a grocery store. It could be in a parking lot somewhere. It feels like it's The Two of Swords is here because you're feeling out situations now rather than looking at them with only logic and reason. Seven of Swords is here with the Seven of Cups. Oh, we've got 3 sevens. Jackpot, my friend. It feels like you're really about to experience how really beautiful, truly beautiful the universe can be when you just let go. Because I feel like the Temperance card is telling me, and the TikTok card, that you're alchemizing the hard energy into happiness, or changing your mind, changing your situation, and you're ready to grow, you're ready to expand. And you're about to see how really truly beautiful the universe can be when you are really ready. And when you aren't ready, you're just not ready. If you're a person that doesn't want a relationship, then you're just not ready. It's all about readiness here. Let's talk about the thinker. Who are you thinking about, friend? Who are you thinking about? What do we have under here again? Oh yeah, be poised, because the one you've been thinking about is about to show up. Tell me about the thinker. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. Something's about to be revealed to you here. This person you've been thinking about is about to be revealed to you. We've got the Star. They might be showing up in a very different way than they've ever showed up before. This person is a soulmate, someone you consider to be a soulmate, whether they are friends or someone you're romantically interested in. But Aquarius is here, and so is Pisces. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this person walked away. I feel like after they walked away, there was a lot of healing that went down. It feels like the High Priestess tells me the person is going to be revealed to you as the healed version of themselves. The Eight of Cups being here tells me that this person disconnected from you, or that you disconnected from them. It feels like something came full circle because there's a moon in the background here. Like it feels like we released something, or I released you. You could be the one that walked away, like saying, like, I'm not into this. Unless you can heal yourself, I'm just not into this. I've got 3 spots here. I'm going to put down some cards we're going to talk about in the extended. We're going to go back and we're going to clarify all of this. Who is this? Who is this soulmate person? We'll talk about them, find out who they are. This is your 10 of Cups person, it feels like. But first, the universe had to wait for you to be ready. And the only way that you could be ready is by dropping the burdens you were carrying around in your life, whether they're emotional or financial or whatever it is. But it feels like you've managed to ante up. You've managed to alchemize whatever was going on back there, and you're a little more open now. And now that you're open is now why this is showing up here. I feel like when the fates bring in this person, you're going to have to make a decision. And it's going to be an overwhelming time for you because the Seven of Swords is here. You're about to see something with great clarity that you didn't see before. I feel like maybe it's something that was hiding under the surface, or you were lying to yourself about something. And it feels like this decision you have to make is quite overwhelming, because I think that the universe is bringing back a faded connection for you. We've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Sun, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So we're going to look at this in the extended. If you're interested in being there, please look at the top of all of the comments. In the pinned comment, you'll find out where you can purchase this one-off if you're interested in just purchasing this extended only, or you can go to the membership area if you're interested in seeing more than one extended. Also, I'm doing private readings. Live readings are on sale between 5 and 75% off. As many questions as you can stuff into a live call is what we're talking about. If you would like a pre-recorded reading, I'm still offering those. Please take a look at the pinned comment for a link to Hypsee. You can check my pricing. So we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Sun. Look, somebody has come to their senses. The Knight of Cups is unrequited love, but the Sun is here and someone's had a breakthrough. Seven of Pentacles, but they've been waiting. I feel like they've been waiting because they've been trying to heal, or waiting for the hurt to heal. Whatever hurt they caused, or whatever hurt they felt. I don't know if you hurt them or they hurt you, or if it was mutual, but it feels like somebody here has had some sort of an awakening or a realization or a breakthrough with the Sun that they no longer want to be in this unrequited love energy, but somebody here has been holding back and waiting for something to grow. Maybe it's themselves, but it also could be maybe they think it's not the right time to come in for this connection. But it is fated, and I feel like it is coming up soon for some of you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like one of you was ready to work on it and really make it a stable, slow-moving connection. And I feel like the other person was not willing to put in the hard work. So one of you was working harder than the other. I feel like there's going to be a reunion, like a reconciliation is coming here. And I never usually say that straight out about a reading, but I really feel it strongly here. Let's go into the extended. If you'd like to be there, you know what to do. Take a look at the top of the comments. You'll find everything you need there. I'm going to go into the extended right now. And if I don't see you there, that's cool, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. You guys take care of yourselves. Thank you, Gemini. Bye-bye.